so I'm coming down to the wire here before winter. It's getting really cold outside, and I haven't been wanting to work outside. We actually had a warm up today, and what I did today was shift some tractors around and some other equipment, and started, putting together, getting stuff ready to winterize. It got real cold. We had a quick warm spell. It's supposed to stay semi-warm. I'm hoping to get this job done, get the back shocks on the truck, which I haven't been able to do, as well as get the these right here. My garage is being loaded with projects as well over the next few days. These are the back blades for the snowplow. What I'm going to do today is this is Big Red, and we're actually going to do something to Big Red today. So the new tractor that I got has a major flaw with it. With the steering, I had to order a new part. It's not going to be in for 2 weeks. I want to get a snowplow on a tractor before then. So what I decided to do is just take the brackets off of the hydro, the new hydro tractor. We're going to put those on. We're going to put the snowplow for this winter on Big Red. And I got the new part ordered. Maybe we'll get to it this winter. Maybe we won't. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. But ultimately, what we got to do is prep Big Red for the snowplow, as well as I want to put a hitch, which was supposed to go on the hydro, so I can pull my trailer out into its little area in the backyard for winter storage, instead of having to hand pull it back there, which really kind of stinks. So that's the logistics of what we're working on today with Big Red. No, we're not working on this machine. That's a whole other episode. That might be next season, hopefully. So, without further ado, let's see about getting this snowplow, which I had absolutely no instructions for, and how to install it, installed on Big Red. This ought to be interesting. One in this process is going to be getting the deck off. Yeah, we'll just do it this way. See ya. Alright, so we're on the front side of this, and we need to get this bracket on here, like so. However, there's some nuts and stuff that have to come off first. But hold on this bottom guard. So I'll go get the right size socket, and we'll go take care of that.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top,
I'm always flirting with pain, she like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me. But they hate from inside, you see, hate themselves in society. So I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen, oh the irony. To hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety, we make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything, it's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't never say never. And turn your mind into the truest of go-getters.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
Alright, I have to get back here in the back end. So there was a bracket on the other mower. When I bought that mower, the guy said there was a rototiller on it. So I assumed that was a bracket for the rototiller. It turns out it's actually for the snowplow. So I went in the backyard, pulled it out. It's actually slid underneath the mower right now. I'm not going to try to video that. It's just going to be a pain. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on. Let my batteries charge because it's almost dead. But now that we got the bracket on the front and the torque specs to, well, your pants rip, that should be good. For whatever reason, there's a part that's not fitting right. It probably is a variation or something like that. I'm just going to roll with it and hope nothing happens. I'll get this back bracket on, and then we'll proceed into the snowplow. But yeah, I'm going to put the back bracket on, tighten it, of course, to the torque specs of until your pants rip. And then we got all of these little parts, too, that came with it. And I'm trying to figure out where the heck they go. Hopefully I can figure it out. If not, I got instructions, even though they're horrible. Okay, so we're underneath the tractor now. This is that back bracket that I just installed over here. And it's got these two little things that are supposed to be held in with pins that are missing. They've been replaced with some bolts. Oh, there's the nut for that one. And basically, they just go in and, you know, be as big of a pain as possible. And slide right in here. Okay, now that we got the back on, we're going to go ahead and get the front on. And that's where this thing comes in over here. Oops. This should do it. Go, that's locked in. Now, we gotta go fix this. Go through the family heirlooms. Find a new clip for that. Don't look like that one's gonna work. Alright, so I'll find a new clip for that, and then we'll go move on to the next step, which I don't even know what that is. I got a little carried away besides just trying to figure out how to get it on. I actually started putting stuff on without turning on the camera. I got the mechanism on that brings the blade up and down. I'll show that to you a little later. Thing is it required a lot of different persuasions. So I started just by trying to pound it on there, and I can't really get a hammer back there. I tried to rock it on there, that didn't work. We tried to heat it up. That didn't work. I got some sandpaper. We cleaned it up. That didn't work. So I also tried to use some deep creep. That didn't work. What ended up being the solve-all problem was this. Grease. This is not a high heat grease. I just wanted to use this, and all I was using it for was lubrication to get the part on. I will point out to you the part once we get started in the next phase. But right now it's getting late, and I need to get some Betty Bye time. Okay, new day, and we're going to get this thing on one way or the other, in my opinion. All we got to do is figure out how to get this thing on the snowplow. So yeah, apparently this is the handle that moves it left to right in some weird way. But I looked up how to put this on. This was one of the better diagrams actually. This actually looks like it was a stiff rod at one point though. I don't know how well that's going to work instead of a cable, but looks like it'll work. So we're going to go ahead, get this on so that we can have the snowplow on it and then tie it up and get everything ready for winter. Over here and over here is where this thing's supposed to connect to. And of course I put away all my wrenches. I got a socket there, maybe that'll work. Not all of the wrenches, but one of them. There's a 3/4. Yeah, that should work. And then this goes in here somehow or another. This is supposed to go forward. Upside down or something. Supposed to go here. Oh, that's all I needed to do. Get my bearings straight. This hole is already threaded. Interesting. This hooks onto here, and this is supposed to mount here. And another pre-threaded hole. What if I have that size socket over here too? That'd be nice. Yeah, it's too small. Okay, all that's left is to do a little testing and see if everything works. Down, up, down. That should release that. Whoops. And it's hilt. Has that locked into place. So we'll tilt it that direction. Set down. Alright, looks like we got a snowplow. So we just got a couple more things to get this thing ready for winter, and we will be all set. Okay, so I got a few things that I need to do to winterize this. One is, this is the air filter. I probably end up will replace this for the spring. I actually have a replacement, but it was actually for the other tractor, so I don't know where that one's going to end up. But air filters are pretty cheap. Probably replace this in the spring, but I pulled this out for the winter. And the reason why is if you ever notice it on a snowblower, they don't have air filters. The reason why is they run in a low dust, environment. Exactly what this is going to be doing while it's snow plowing. If an air filter gets wet, which is very likely with the high heat that comes from the engine, melting snow and that kind of thing, it can actually bog down your engine because of a wet air filter. You don't need it in the winter. So I just kind of put it in the plastic bag to try to keep it as clean as possible over the winter, not collect any more extra excess dust, and we'll put it back in the spring when we have dust conditions that we need to do that with. The other thing I got was this. This tractor is going to be sitting outside all winter. I figured I would just get started on the heat early on. And this says year-round performance, ISO heat, plus injector cleaner. It probably could use a little bit of injector cleaner. Water remover and premium fuel line antifreeze. So I'm going to pop this in the tank. I'm actually just going to plop this whole bottle in the tank. Use in engines including 2-cycle or diesels, safe for E10, E85, and diesel fuels. Directions: twist off cap, bottle treats 20 gallons of fuel. Oh, that refill up in the winter at least. Maybe I won't pour this whole bottle in here. But it's supposed to help prevent the water condensation, help prevent my fuel from freezing. And like I said, it's going to be sitting outside, so it's going to be very susceptible to freezing. So we'll put some of this in there. We'll put some gas in there. We got the air cleaner out. That means all I would have left to do is put some air in the tire. Oh, I wonder why they always put these seals on there. I know why they put it on food, so you know, like, it's safe, that nobody was tampering with it. I'm not drinking this stuff. How much is that? Maybe a little more. Save some for the fill-up. The next fill-up. Ow! I hate trailer hitches. These are ankle beaters, not shin hurters. This thing's actually pretty full of gas that was probably put in like March or April. That should be alright. There's supposed to be fuel stabilizers in the heat, so I don't know if that means anything, if it's already bad. What does our tank meter say? Here's an $8 fill-up. So, the reason why I'm doing this now is because, like you said, when I was reading the bottle, it has fuel line antifreeze in it. So, I do have to start this up to move the trailer in its winter spot. When I do that, it'll be able to get that heat and stuff, the heat into the fuel line and the fuel system, which will help prevent things from freezing in those, and hopefully it'll start when it's got cold snow. To be honest with you, I don't know how frequently I'm going to use this. I have a 7.5 foot blade on the front of my truck, so it's definitely not going to probably see much of the driveway unless it's just me wanting to be cool with my garden tractor. It's got a 48-inch plow, which is good for city sidewalks. So maybe I'll just go ahead and do all the sidewalks in the neighborhood for all my neighbors and be neighborly. I don't know. Usually I'm pretty darn tired when it snows, so I don't even like to do my own driveway. So I'm going to put air in this tire. I'm going to spare you that so you don't get a nice shot of my derriere. And that, and I started the compressor earlier today, and I don't want to run it right now because people are sleeping. And I don't know if it retained enough air. It doesn't leak or anything, but it's kind of cold out and stuff like that. So I don't want to be, I just don't want that to be embarrassing for me and for you. So I'll go ahead and put the air in the tire without you, and we will call this an episode, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I believe this is subscribe. No. This is like. This is subscribe. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Click them both.